we're ready to go.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I think we should talk about this beer.
Okay.
Oh,
no.
son of a...
Oh no, hold up.
man.
Keep talking.
It's okay, because don't worry, we're not actually doing anything yet. So this is what happens, you
What
know.
happens when you're not ready?
Well,
I forgot I had it on.
there's talk of being ready, and then there's being ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm full of pizza.
Yeah, I am too. Lefty, Greg, RVA, Slacker, Brad, Terry, Jeremy, ZB, Dan, J Van B. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? Ed, how are you, sir? Doc, how are you? We are just about ready to get going. We can now start because Brad Guitar Miller is here. What are you up to?
I'm going to move it. Tell me when it's down enough.
Okay, we're going to adjust the camera. There you go. That's probably good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Papa, Rich.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Okay.
Need to see my full belly on the screen.
Yeah, good idea. All right. Hey, everybody. This is Matt, and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. It's time for one of the biggest reveals that we've ever done of stuff that just is done in the shop. Not so like we've done like 5 and 6 and 8 reveals when we've had workshops, and we've had 5 and 6 and 8 guys.
And we did 5 challengers that one time.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had 5 challenger.
Okay.
Finished.
But
this is
a pretty good one. It's
yeah.
three very different, 3 very unique. I'm not even going to say guitars, because one of them isn't even a guitar.
Yep, that's true.
So
yeah, and these are all custom builds for people
that
have been waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yes. So they are now done, and which is good because now we can sit and drink.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So speaking of sitting and drinking, Chris, today we have for your drinking pleasure this stuff here. Blue Moon Light Sky Citrus Wheat. The claim to fame on this bad dude is that it tastes like a tangerine peel, and it's 3.6 carbs and 95 calories. I've already tasted it, but I want to know what you think of it.
I'm not going to smell it.
Okay. If you drink it really fast, it's different than drinking it slowly.
You know what?
What?
Because I thought it was going to be absolutely awful.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
It wouldn't be my first thing.
Yeah. Well, we've got a bunch of them in the fridge, thanks to our Coors connection.
We actually got this from next door, right?
Yeah, but that's a Coors connection too.
Yeah.
We have a couple 3 Coors connections.
This tastes more like a seltzer than a beer. And I'm not a big fan of tangerines.
I am, but
or kind of fakey tangerine-y.
I'm gonna switch back to
I love it.
I'm gonna switch back to Old Reliable.
Get you some
of that. I like how much I irritate people with my beer choice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man, that's good. All right. So, Chris, how are you this week?
I'm good, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's been a long time since we've talked.
I am rolling. Yeah, it's been 24 hours since we've made the interwebs.
Let's talk to Tony. He has a question. I am going to get you. It says I'm going to girt you guys a case of what you want. I think that means he's going to get us a case of what we want.
Maybe he's going to girt it to us. I don't know.
Tony, I can tell you what it won't be.
Don't girt us this.
This is. Try it and see what you think, Tony, and let us know. And yeah. Okay. So all right. So
although the can makes my hand look bigger.
Tony is a little bit stoked for what's going to happen tonight because 2 of the things are Tony's. So
let's go. Let's waste a bunch of time before we
I'm gonna. So I do have some things that I want to talk about. Let's get one administrative thing out of the way before we go any further, and that is that, guys, unfortunately there will be no premiere video this Sunday. So I apologize. I've had a couple things come up and no premiere video this Sunday.
A couple of false starts on making videos.
It just kind of got dorked up. It's not because it's just been crazy here, and I'm trying to get a bunch of things done, and I've got emails coming out the wazoo, and phone calls and of course all these guitars that need to get ready. And Dylan's coming into town soon, and I just have to get stuff done.
So we can totally blame Dylan.
Yes. No, we can't. I mean, we can, but I don't know that what's going to be.
And we will.
Yeah.
No.
So there are so many guitars in the pile now, and Brandon and I got a bunch of them done today, glued up, and they're going to be ready for first round of paint like Monday. So, how's your painting arm feeling, Chris?
Good. I've been working it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Because I reckon you're going to be doing a little bit of painting.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it. Of
Yeah.
painting,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. I think we wanted to make a paint video this week, but I was too busy putting all these guitars together this week.
That's right.
We had class last week, so I didn't do any painting then.
One of the things I like to do is put you on the spot.
Thanks.
What if we do a paint video for next Sunday?
Yeah, let's do that. But I think, because now we're down to the point where it's little bits here and there. It's not like it takes an hour to paint the guitar. So we'll want to show probably a couple days worth of stuff.
Yeah. So,
video,
one thing that I would like to show everyone is how we do the maple binding, the reveal binding.
Okay.
Would you guys like to see that? I think people would enjoy that. And so that would be a fun thing. Let's do, and then let's do all the fun of wet sanding and buffing and let's just do the whole. Is that okay? Can we do the whole shooting match? Okay. And maybe because
I don't know
missing.
if there's anything to wet sand and buff. That's a joke.
Oh yeah, I would say there's a lot, dude, man.
Yeah.
So I think so that I should maybe try to do 2 videos next week to make up for missing 1 video this week. I hope that you guys think that that's okay.
Let me go back and watch your favorite video. Yeah.
I think I can repost some videos. Maybe I'll repost a video.
There you go.
A classic.
A classic. Maybe you could put a couple of them together. Put the Eric Slater one together with another video. With
like how to make a guitar out of scrap wood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, one thing that we forgot to talk about yesterday was E.R. Webster. Eric stopped by the shop this week.
We did.
And it was very nice to see him.
Yeah.
And his. Him, you and yours. So Eric and his wife stopped by, and they were very, very nice people.
Yes. It was weird because I didn't know he was coming.
Well, and he had told me that they were coming, but I didn't know when it was.
Okay.
And I, I'm like, yeah, sure, come over. And
yeah, so he walks in, and I was expecting like the FedEx guy, and he's got a guitar case, and they walk in, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this sort of looks like E.R. Webster, but I've never really,
seen him in person.
Seen him well, or even. I think I've seen him in videos, and I've seen his face in like a Facebook thing or something like that. But I don't know that I've ever seen a very large version. And he's like
a full size version.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah, Eric Webster. I was like, I thought that was who you were.
He's a lot taller in real life than you think he's going to be.
Yeah, he's like what,
6'8"? 6'10". Yeah,
a giant of a man.
You don't know it, but it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those guitars he makes, slightly bigger, 10% bigger.
10% bigger.
But they look regular size because he's so big.
In the picture on Instagram, he's in front of me, and he looks like I look like I'm representing the Lollipop Guild compared to him. So. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're what, 5'2"?
And a half.
Yeah.
With the hat, 5'4".
5'4" with the hat.
So anyway, hey, so but yeah, so that was really cool to see him, and he made an appointment and stopped by. So that was super, super cool.
Yeah, it was cool. He brought a guitar to show off. Yeah. And he signed up for the Great American Guitar Build Challenge.
The Great American Guitar Building Contest. Yes. Yes. So and we realized that on the website, the Great American Guitar Building Contest information is not easy to do. So we're going to try to make that easier. So if you guys have guitars that you want to enter, remember you can win cold, hard cash. So
and Eric said, I'm going to win this thing. I hope you have a good trophy. Have you started the trophy. Have you, put your order in for the trophy? And I said, no, there's no trophy.
It's just
you get all the
money.
money.
Yeah.
That would take away from the amount of money you're going to get. If you want, you can make your own trophy. And so
With
he's
the
also
money.
going to make a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the money or without the money.
Yeah.
Make it on your own. Whatever.
Would you rather have money or a chintzy piece of plastic trophy thing? I guess it depends on who it, like the trophy that we got from Brad that was broken that we glued back together. I really love.
Yeah, but that was, we get the trophy or we get nothing. There was no cash option.
That's
there.
right. There was, in fact, we got on that deal. We kind of got less than nothing because we sold the guitar. So
well, yeah,
and gave the money away.
But we did get that nice trophy from Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah.
Coors Light for life. So, hey, speaking of cold hard cash, let's take a super chat from Andy Mandiak, who says, "Cut together every appearance of the EBO."
Yeah, I still have footage of that.
You should just do a video of it then.
Yeah, but I don't have the login stuff anymore.
Okay. All right. So, Eric Webster came by this week. We've been so busy that we didn't do a video for Sunday, but we're going to do 2 next week. We've got a triple reveal for today, and there's one other thing I want to show you guys, and that is
a trapel.
That is actually this is kind of a reveal, but it's not a finished thing. So this is something that you guys have been clamoring for a long time. I don't know if you can see this, but this is an archtop Challenger. Now it's just wood right now, so you can't tell, but you can see this is actually an archtop guitar. And people have often asked me, why don't you make these? Oh, look, you can see here in the where the controls are, they're recessed. People often ask me, why don't we make these? And the fact of the matter is that we've made these for a long time. It's just that we don't make many of them because not everybody wants to buy one. So, so I thought I would make one and we would put it up on the website. And it's getting washed out. We would put it up on the website, and that way people could go, ooh, I like that. I want to have one. So yeah. What do you think, Chris?
Yep, I think that's right.
Have you seen this since the neck's been
Not
glued in?
since it's been glued in.
Sure feels like a carved top Challenger to me.
Yep, it does.
Jeffrey Egan asks, is
like
there a
rubbing my
difference
belly.
between arch top and carved top? And yeah, there probably is, but I don't know what the differences are.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, Dan. What do you think the differences are?
Well, when I think of arch top, I think of something that has this shape on both the top and the back. It's whatever the thickness is all the way through. This is thicker wood, as you can see right there. It's thicker wood there than it is here. So an arch top, you carve both sides. That's what I think of when I think arch top.
Oh,
or you
not the
laminate
back of
it together.
Or it's pressed in an arching machine.
Yeah. This is a solid piece of wood that's been carved to have this top.
Yep.
Thus the name Top Carved.
Yeah. So I don't know what the differences are, but Corey says that we should make a quad reveal and re-reveal that beautiful Broham. The Broham Telly, I think, is what he's talking about.
Oh.
So yeah. So anyway,
Broham Telly.
Yeah, that one up there, the Broham.
Oh, that one, yeah.
That is a cool guitar. So I think one of the videos I would like to do is have one of the guys who we know that is a rock and roll monster come over and play all the guitars that are available right now.
That'd be fun.
And here's links to, maybe we'll have a little sale, even not a big one, but a little one. That might be cool.
Yeah, all right, that would be fun.
So all right, so Chris,
without further ado,
enough with the bullshit talk. Let's talk about let's reveal some guitars. You want to start?
Yeah, which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the one that's for the guy who's not watching.
Yeah, Blackie over here.
We're saving it for
Yeah, we're torturing poor Tony.
Yeah.
Right now. Let's talk about this guitar.
What in the world do you have here, Chris?
It's a guitar, Matt.
It sure is. This is actually known as the Timmy Tango. because the guy who commissioned this instrument is named Tim.
Uh-huh.
And he has a unique skill set. He is a ballroom dance instructor.
Uh-huh.
So he wanted something that, believe it or not, looked a little bit like a tuxedo. So he wanted some shiny and some matte, sort of like a tuxedo lapel is some of it's shiny and some of it's,
Kind of suede.
crushed velour. I don't know.
Depends on where you get your tuxedo.
Yeah.
You get it at that one place.
El Guapo tuxedo.
Yeah, Wapo tuxedo. It's powder blue.
So this one, and he's also a punk rock maniac. So that's by his own admission.
It's like
So
blow snot all over his.
he's in a band called Red Stinger,
Mhm.
and you actually said that there's something about this. This was basically drawn on a napkin,
I think so.
and it was, in fact,
Yeah, drawn on something. Everybody always likes to say drawn on a napkin.
But it
like,
might
the idea
have,
came up over dinner and we drew it on a napkin.
it might as well have been. It
Yeah.
was a drawing that was this big,
Yeah.
and he
do
said, "Can
remember
you
that.
make this?"
Uh-huh.
And I said, "I guess."
And so yeah, you and he and you sat down, stood up, and drew this out full
Mhm.
size on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I think it's gone now, though. Yeah.
Maybe it's probably still floating around.
Yeah. We drew a full size drawing.
Yeah, and it was on the fridge for a long time,
Mhm.
and complete with crazy headstock.
So Tony Loeb sent us a super chat for $20, but he didn't say anything to do with it. So yeah,
I think that's the get on with it.
get on with
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
So let's talk about this thing from
the Timmy
tip,
Tango.
Yeah, from tip to
right.
bottom.
So
What's up with that headstock?
Well, he actually really liked one of the Grants Forest Burks axes that is here in the shop. And the handle of the axe is not unlike this. So we basically took a modern headstock and kind of made it even more absurd than it normally is, which is hard to do.
Yep.
He wanted all black everything, so even the nut is a Delrin nut. We've done a handful of these modern headstocks before, and we always flip these E tuners.
Yeah,
They are backward.
they're reversed. Yeah.
So, and the reason that they can you get them? There's dust all over them.
Yeah.
So the reason that they are backward is because we want the strings to come off the nut straighter than they would if. So you can see they go around the outside. Now, people will say that's wrong. You'll have to turn the tuners the other direction. But those people, Chris, don't know, do they?
They are wrong.
That's right. Why?
And even though every time we do this, and I know it works, I put it on and I turn them and I go, no, see, they're all going the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you turn all the knobs the same direction, even though, but it's turning the post the other way because that's what you want it to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it tunes just like a regular guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is cool. And the string path is really, really straight until it's not.
Until it's really, really not. Yeah.
And then there's these little like string guides that we make. That the string rides around and then goes to the tuner and actually works pretty darn good.
It's pretty snazzy.
Yeah. So
although
somebody will tell us that that's a lie.
Someone will tell us that it's wrong.
Why is this so dusty? Oh, I know
because
why.
I'm touching it. I'm dusty. Probably.
No, because it was hanging on the wall, and the wall was probably dusty. The hanger is dusty.
And I want to give credit where credit is due. I got that idea from someone smarter than me, and that's Alex from Zachary Guitars.
Oh, the turned around tuners.
Yeah. Now I don't know if he's the first person in recorded history to ever do that, but he's the first person that I saw ever do it. So, and it works great. We've done a couple of moderns, and we've done the headstock. We've done those outside E-tuners like that. I think Jim Fuller's is like that. So.
Yep. I think maybe.
Yeah. This is not a baritone. This is a 24 3/4 scale guitar, but it's just so
really
long and slender.
The body is the neck. The neck goes all the way to here. but it looks like the neck is barely attached,
Mhm.
but it's not. It's got a big old long tenon that goes into the pickup cavity there.
Speaking of pickups, what do we got there for the pickup, Chris?
This is the Kent Armstrong double humbucker blade thing. They used to call it the mother bucker.
The mother bucker.
These guys did, and then they changed the name, I think, when WD took over. But anyway, it's basically two single coil rail humbuckers.
Yeah, so two strat size
humbucker rail humbuckers side by side,
jammed together to make
two sets of wires.
A humbucker bucker.
The bucker.
Yeah.
So burp.
Yep. So and it's got kind of a thingy here. I don't know. It's sort of axe like.
Everybody says it's an axe or it's a pendulum.
Yeah.
Or it's a really sharp boot. Kick somebody.
Somebody with it.
What else?
Pretty standard. Everything else, he just wanted one volume control.
Yep. And then I did a thing where it turns off one of the pickups when you pull it up.
Here's how this guitar is going to get played all the time, all the way up, all the way in, and just crank through a Marshall or whatever.
Yeah. But since it had I almost couldn't figure out how to just wire it up onto one thing, and that was one of the reasons that I put the pull push thing, even if it barely does anything, which is what it does.
Yeah. So this was a guitar that Tim commissioned, and well, there it is, all done.
Yeah, it's got the real nice neck treatment.
Yep.
So there you go. Sits real nice when you play it.
Hey, Chris,
it's not a guitar for sitting.
No, it's not. It's a guitar for rocking out. Let's take a super chat from our good friend Doug Cook, who writes, longtime watcher, first time caller, can you recommend a place to buy parts as well as bridges and tuners? Also looking for a place to get templates. Doug, as a matter of fact, I can. Thank you for reminding me. If you're looking for a place to get templates,
feels like a setup.
It sure does. But you know me, Chris, I'm gonna knock that one right out of the park, lob it in, and I'll hit it into the outfield. If you're looking for templates, can I recommend our good friend Steve at Maximum Guitar Works? If you're signed up for any of our workshops, you get a 10% discount from Steve at Maximum Guitar Works. If you sign up for the Great American Guitar Building Contest, Steve will give you $100 worth of templates just for signing up. So it's basically like getting your entry fee free if you were going to buy all those things anyway. If you are looking for truss rods or parts, tuners, etc., things like that, I would recommend both Hipshot and Bitterroot guitars. John and Cheryl at Bitterroot will get you fixed up. If you are a fan of the Hipshot stuff, like Chris and I are, check out Hipshot. Give Josh a call and tell him the guys at Texas Toast sent you. They will be happy to hook you up. What's the next reveal, Chris?
Let's do. You want to do the Wii guitar?
I kind of want to save that one for last.
Okay. Well, it's all polished up now. So.
Okay. And if you are looking for all your other guitar needs, please check out Ike and the guys at Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. We actually had lunch with Ike from Flipside.
We did
just today. Yeah.
He regaled us with tales of New York.
Every story that Ike tells starts or has this sentence in it. Hey, and this fucking guy over here.
Yeah, he didn't know Jack.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do you have here, Chris?
This is a guitar, Matt.
Well, that's terrific.
This is Tony's Challenger.
So Tony Lopes, who you guys all know and love, has been waiting for these guitars for a little while. He commissioned this one here because Tony Lopes is a Marine. So he wanted something that had some Marine Corps stuff on it. So he wanted a fabric top, Carve top Challenger. And so we obliged him, and it looks super cool. So Tony sent this. He sent us in the fabric. This is some Marine Corps. Looks like some sort of a Marpat style, but in red, white, and sort of a
grayish
gray color. It's got Eagle Globe and Anchor stuff all over it, and it's super, super cool.
We did the fretboard.
Yes, we did. That's right. So Tony spec'd the Semper Fi logo on the headstock because hoorah! So that's very cool. We bound the headstock because I think that bound headstocks just look pretty neat.
Mhm.
And we fabric topped the headstock because that is a cool thing. Someone says nice output jack. It is nice. Yeah. So what else? What else we got? We've got Hipshot, open gear tuners. You can see there. This is mahogany back and mahogany neck with a maple top. I forgot you did this. We should probably get that in there. You did kind of a custom. What does it say, Chris?
Custom made for Tony Lopes.
Okay.
Because I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we put our Hipshot slightly taller bridge on this because that's what goes on all the challengers.
Mm-hmm.
This has Tony, you're very welcome, sir. This has pure juice humbuckers because, well, all challengers should have pure juice.
You want the
humbuckers.
juice?
Yeah, they got the moist tone. What else? Man, this has.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool guitar.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a burst. I did something new that nobody will notice.
Well, why don't you tell
like
them
it.
in case they, you know?
Nope, proprietary.
You don't even show them.
No, you can. Look, it's a burst on the side.
I think it's really cool because
Yeah.
it's just on. Well, Chris doesn't want to tell you.
Well, no. So what I did was because I didn't want to make the dark the dark side so dark that you couldn't see some wood grain. But I had to do a little bit darker burst right just along the edge of the binding.
Yeah, so it's a very cool thing, and then you of course you burst the neck
Yeah, I did the
as
same
you
with the
are
neck.
want to do, which is very cool.
Yeah, it gets a burst unless you tell me not to. So yeah.
Tony says that he was in Vietnam 1967 and 68 and 1971 and 72.
Wow.
Wow. That was probably not a particularly fun time, but
Nope.
But this is a particularly fun guitar.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I think. So,
and it's
yeah.
carved top. And this one's got a lot of carve to it.
Corey asks, is it weight relief? Absolutely, it is.
Yeah,
in fact,
it is.
let me see if I can show you on the other carve top that I have right here. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can actually see that the carve goes all the way up. Well, it's hollow under all this stuff. You can kind of see in there, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
And this one's even hollower than that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So absolutely, all of the challengers feature hollow, semi-hollow, weight relieved, carved inside, semi-hollow treatment, which is cool.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So this one is going to Tony. Tony's going to need to. We're going to get with Tony on this, and we'll get shipping and all that stuff sorted out. Now. So thank you guys. You guys have been saying a lot of really, really cool stuff. Hi, Brian. Brian is going to be here. Hold on. Before you show that one, I want to tell a little story. Brian is going to be with us next Thursday for I Have This Old Guitar, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Tony, we love you too, brother, man. All right. So after Tony spec'd that one, or maybe it was before he spec'd that one, it was either before or after he spec'd that one.
One or the other. Yeah. Was it during?
He called me and said, "Can you make me a cavaquejo?" Cavaqueno.
Yeah, I can't remember how to say it.
And I said,
Googled it.
I don't know, Tony. What's that? And he told me what it was. And he says it was before. So this was the first time I ever talked with Tony. He wanted me to build him this.
Can I show it?
And this is what he wanted. So Chris, what in the world is this thing?
This is a 4-string Brazilian, Peruvian, I think both of those, Ian. Traditionally steel-stringed instrument, very much like a ukulele, but from what I understand, maybe tuned differently than most ukuleles and standard ukulele tuning.
Yeah.
Steel strings instead of nylon. And he wanted it to look like a purse.
He wanted it to look like a little tiny guitar from Maryland.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So here we are. So what we have here is it's like I don't even
It's
know.
14-inch scale.
Okay, yeah.
I measured it again.
Okay.
Yeah, because I forgot. But it's 14-inch scale. G D.
He says it's
G?
DBGD.
Okay, DGBD.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I actually did get real Kava Kano strings for it. That's what it's got on it. I wasn't exactly sure of which pitch it was supposed to be tuned to, so it's probably not really tuned to anything in particular.
Probably not right. Yeah.
I didn't want to. I could. It's the goofiest thing. I could only get one set of strings in the amount of time that I needed to get strings. I couldn't get two, and I didn't want to break any strings by over cranking strings, so I just got the one set.
So one of the things that I told Tony early on, which he never balked at, never once, was it's going to take a long time and it's going to be a lot of money to build that.
Yeah.
And he's like, fine. So once we figured out what exactly this was, we got down to business. But because Tony spent real big boy money on this, we couldn't just get like a bunch of cigar box parts.
Yeah, every time you looked up parts for something like this, you ended up in cigar box territory.
Yeah, four-string guitar bridge.
Really basic bridges.
Four-string
really
guitar pickup.
Yeah. So what did we do for a pickup?
So on this one, we went with a Bartolini rail archtop pickup that normally gets mounted to the end of the neck.
Via some
like a armature.
Yeah.
And so what we did was we removed the contraption that holds it to the neck, and Chris built a way for the pickup to be adjusted. But this is so Bill Bartolini does not make anything that's cheap,
right?
Or anything that's even affordable. So but this is it's a hand wound pickup from Bill Bartolini, and it's a rail pickup, so it doesn't have to match up poles to the string.
Right. It doesn't have individual magnetic poles or even screws. It's a bar.
Yeah. But it's a little narrower than a standard humbucker because it's just designed to go on the end of a neck.
Yeah.
So it was perfect for this application. For the bridge, we chose to go with 4 Hipshot individual saddles because it was a way to get 4 saddles without cutting a bridge and cutting 2 saddles off a bridge or using a cheapo bridge.
Yeah.
So this is the same exact cool thing that's on the same saddles, same arrangement that's on the Hipshot stuff that's on Tony's other guitar.
Yeah.
But just in individual saddle form. So you could do 3 or 4 or 10 or however you wanted.
Yeah.
We went with Hipshot tuners on the headstock, which we tried to match the headstock to exactly the same specs as a scaled down guitar from Maryland. And of course, Chris did the exact same paint job as they normally do on guitars.
I sure tried.
This has a carved quilt maple top.
Yep.
See if we can get the Carve in there a little bit, Chris. And so
I think you can. There you go.
So yeah.
It's got the same little thing here. I learned a lot about PRS paint jobs just by painting this little thing.
Tony says that he thinks it's a beautiful paint job, and it is. I really do dig that.
And despite my proclivity for sunburst, no sunburst.
Because they don't have that.
They don't. Yeah, there's some that do, but most don't. So I went with the most don't paint job. And I tried to make the burst real small and tasty. And
it is small and tasty.
Yeah.
Homer says no birds, thankfully. Can you imagine? So a 14-inch scale, the birds have nowhere to go.
They would be the smallest birds ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a super cool little thing. I dare I say we probably won't make many more of these, but
those are how the pickup mounts.
Yeah.
And adjusts. It will actually go up and down. Not that it probably needs to, but
you've been rocking out a little bit with that, with like solos.
Yeah.
On the radio.
I shred on this guitar. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Nope. I am because of the tuning thing. I am a little bit flummoxed as to what it's supposed to sound like and stuff like that. So Tony better tune it up and
show you
fire
what's
up,
what.
yeah, camera or something, and show me how to do it, because it's really weird. These two strings are wound. It's like a 28, 23, and then a 13 and an 11. I think it's got a whole lot of stuff going on.
Corey says that you nailed the finish.
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah,
I think so. I thought it turned out really neat. It was really fun. So I was buffing this. Buff and buff, buff and buff. And then I got done with this one, and I moved on to his Challenger. And that guitar felt like I was wet sanding a super jumbo acoustic, just like it just felt huge. It was pretty funny. So
this turned out actually quite cool, and kind of reaffirmed my desires to do more carved top guitars. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do the one that I've been showing you guys a little bit today. And that's going to get into paint. That's not for anybody, so who knows? Maybe one of you guys will loan that one day. Rick B says that he saw it last week. Actually, Rick saw a bunch of stuff last week before everybody.
He did,
so, yeah. And Rick just got home today on the train.
a short
6
days later,
3-week
7 days later,
ride.
From
I think Rick could have taken a chuck wagon back to New Hampshire.
Yeah, I could have ridden a skateboard faster.
I think he could have,
behind a chuck wagon.
Yeah. Okay, well, Kaminski, Chris, excuse me. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning today, and I have been busy. So what? You have anything else that you want to say that I've been yapping the whole?
No, not really. Yep. Hope he enjoys them when he gets them.
I'm sure he will.
Glad they're done. Time flies, man. I was looking at the order date on these, and I was like, oh yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. So.
Tony is anything if not Tony has unique tastes, and sometimes unique tastes take a little while for us to figure out how to do.
Yeah. Well, this thing was and things just sort of happen, and
it's funny. So stuff like this, it's like, well, it should be easier, right? It's just a little tiny guitar. Well,
no, it's really, everything was harder on this thing because it was little. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up, shall we? Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us for a super cool triple reveal. We're going to have more stuff to show you next week, though I don't know what it's going to be.
I don't know either.
Maybe it'll be...
There's so much paint to do. I don't know that there's going to be any time for getting something finished.
Yeah. So guys, we will not see you on Sunday, but we will see you twice next week. And we will see you for the Thursday. I Have This Old Guitar with our friend Brian Duncan. By the way, if you guys want to get in on I Have This Old Guitar, I think the Dangerous Brothers are going to do that when they're out here. We're going to have a lot of fun. Dylan is going to be out here all of May. It's going to be a huge amount of fun.
Yeah.
And
are the Dangerous Brothers both driving?
I don't know.
So we could have two dangerous guitars.
I know that Sir David Dangerous is driving. I'm not sure if Sir Douglas Dangerous is driving or not this time.
Not. He might just mail us one.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you have a super cool, super stellar weekend. I know I'm going to. And, Chris, I hope that you do too.
Mine's only going to be okay.
Really?
Sure.
You're going to eat pizza for 3 hours again tomorrow?
I'm going to go to Crush Pizza every day. Yeah. No. Yeah.
All right.
You're off at your fancy college. I'll be right here having fun as usual.
Round, round, get around. I get around. All right, you guys. We will talk to you on next time we talk to you. And have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.